Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that all of you will be fine and safe at your homes. I am your general science teacher once again with you of class 7. I hope all my students are going on with their studies sincerely. So my dear students, please kindly take out your books of general science. In the last video, we have done the reading of page number 7 of the paragraph of lungs. And today we are going to start our reading from the process of taking in air into the lungs and taking it out is called breathing or external respiration. It takes place in lungs and is a physical process. The air we breathe in contains 21% oxygen and 0.03% carbon dioxide, while the air we breathe out contains 16% oxygen and 4% carbon dioxide. The exchange of gases between the blood and the tissue of the body is known as internal respiration. It is also a physical process. This process leads to the oxidation of food inside the cell, which is called cellular respiration. अच्छा, वो प्रोसेस जिसमें हम ब्रीथिंग यानी कि सांस लेने का हमारा जो रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम है उसमें हम क्या करते हैं, वी इनहेल एंड एक्सहेल ऑक्सीजन को हम इनहेल करते हैं, कंटेन्स 21% ऑक्सीजन और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाइल द एयर वी ब्रीथ आउट, वो एयर जो हम बाहर यानी कि एक्सहेल करते हैं उसमें 16% ऑक्सीजन होती है और 4% कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होती है. और ये जो एक्सचेंज होता है गैसेस का, ये ब्लड एंड टिश्यूज़ हमारे जो बॉडी में होते हैं वो इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन होता है. इट इज़ ऑल्सो अ फिजिकल प्रोसेस. हियर यू कैन सी द पिक्चर ऑफ ब्रॉन्ची, ब्रॉन्चुलस एंड एल्वेलस. नाउ लेट्स अस कम ऑन पेज नंबर 8. Circulatory system. The circulatory system consists of the following organs: heart, blood vessels and blood. Heart. The heart is located in the chest slightly towards the left. It is a muscular organ which is roughly of the size of the man's fist. The heart is divided into two equal halves. Each half is further divided into two chambers which have a common opening between them. Here you can see human circulatory system. Blood flow to head and arms. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, involuntary canal. In the middle you can see the heart. Here you can see a picture of internal view of a heart, and this is the external view of a heart. There are 4 chambers in all. The upper 2 chambers are called the auricles or arteries, and the lower 2 chambers are called ventricles. The left and right side of the heart are separated by the wall called septum. The left atrium and ventricle contains oxygen-rich blood, oxygenated blood, while the right atrium and ventricle contain carbon dioxide-rich blood. The valves in the heart help the blood to flow in one direction only. The main function of the heart is to pump blood and keep it moving in the blood vessels. Blood moves around in the body through a system of tubes called blood vessels. The vessels that carry blood away from the heart to various parts of the body are called arteries, and those that carry blood to the heart from the different parts of the body are known as veins. Arteries are elastic, thick-walled and are deeply seated in the body, while veins are thin-walled and have valves to prevent the backflow of the blood. The arteries and veins are connected to each other by very fine vessels called capillaries. Blood consists of 2 components: plasma, corpuscles. Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. It is yellowish in color and makes about 55% of the total blood. Water forms about 92% of plasma. The remaining 8% consists of various dissolved materials. Plasma carries carbon dioxide, proteins, glucose, urea, mineral and hormones. It helps in blood clotting in wounds. The corpuscles are the cells suspended in the plasma. There are 3 types of cells: red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles and platelets. RBC helps in transporting oxygen to different cells in the body. WBC protect the body against infections, and platelets assist in blood clotting. So what is RBS? Red blood cells, and WBS means white blood cells. Here you can see the picture capillary network, components of blood. Functions of blood: it transports oxygen, food materials and hormones to all parts of the body. It protects the body against diseases and other infections. So my dear students, we have done the reading till here for today, and please kindly do the reading of page number 7, 8 and 9 in your homes. Thank you.